Did you manifest this? Manifestation failure explained. In this video, I'm going to share some insights from my personal experience, some very deep stuff about manifestation. Now, first of all, let me just help you. I invite you to open up to this. 2025 is going to be amazing. You are going to experience so much abundance, so much love, so much better health, so much vitality that you have never experienced before. Keep opening up to the energies of something better coming into your life. See, maybe you experienced what I experienced and so many other people experienced in their life when we speak about abundance and manifestation. I want to manifest a Porsche, a Ferrari, a house, a better relationship. I want to manifest all of these things. But I manifested this, which could be nothing, or which could be failure, or which could be having problems paying the bills, or which could be being in a relationship that is not good, or which could be not being in a relationship and not seem to attract any partner into your life. This happens to a lot of people. We watch the film, we watch the video, and we're like, wow, this is going to be magical, but nothing happens. Let me, from my insights, from my experience, help you. Let me share my manifestation failure. Let me explain that to you. So I've used the tree so many times because that image helps a lot to understand how many people is trying to fix their reality. So imagine a tree, imagine an apple tree. It's beautiful, it's good, there's a delicious apple on the tree. Imagine it's just in front of you. Now imagine that apple hanging there, or many apples, and you're like, but I want an orange. And what many people do in their lives, in their reality, is they are fixating, they are really focused on that apple and I want the orange. So the thing is, when we are focused on that, many people will try to fix the situation there. So this, you get, I want an apple, so I want an orange. And listen carefully here, please. They will try to meditate an orange instead of the apple. They will try to, by affirmations, create an orange instead of an apple. They will try to just say it out loud. You are an orange, you are an orange, you are an orange, you are an orange. But guess what? The apple will not become an orange, right? And this is exactly what is happening to so many people, including me. And still, if I am not conscious, if I'm not aware about what's going on. So what is this? So many people, when we speak about affirmations, when we speak about meditations, when we speak about doing different rituals, well, in the outside world, if we are trying to fix something out there, if we are trying to change the apple into an orange, it's kind of like, okay, I'm just taking down the apple and gluing up an orange on the tree. But it still will not get the results that you want, right? And the fact is, from my own experience, and so many people have helped with this, but the fact is, meditations, affirmations, all of these things are things from up here. From up here, the conscious. It's things we decide to, okay, let me think about this. Think about this. But the problem is, if you want different results in your life, if you want more abundance, if you want to manifest great things into your life, if we are fixated, if you are looking to the problem and trying to fix it there, it's the wrong place to fix it. And that's what goes wrong from my experience for a lot of people. So instead, if we want to change that apple into an orange, What we have to do is to get from the apple to the leaves to the branches, whatever it's called, down to the tree, under the earth or the soil. Into it are the roots, and at the end of the roots, somewhere is the seed. Somewhere is the seed. It's the same thing in us. I speak about the invisible and the visible. The visible, I'm looking at the apple. I want an orange. I am fixating on the apple. I want to make it into an orange. But fact is, it didn't happen. Why? Because the seed that I cannot see below the surface, the seed was an apple seed. It was not an orange seed. So what happened to me was I tried, let me explain this, and also let me explain what I did and what helped me. I tried for so many years to sit on the beach and meditate. I was like, okay, I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna focus on being rich. I'm gonna focus on getting a big home. I'm gonna focus on getting my dream wife. And I did affirmations. I did rituals. I lighted up candles and set things and walked around them and all of this. And I'm not saying these things don't work, but the fact is, if the seed is still an apple, it's not going to change into an orange on the tree. So even though I said all these things, I meditated all these hours, and I did all of these things, even though up here, this one, okay, this is what I want. I want the orange. But down here in my invisible, under the surface, in my subconscious, there were different things going on. The seeds were different. And when I began looking into this, when I began looking into what is going on inside, when my day's running around and I'm busy doing stuff, what are my thoughts? What are my feelings, emotions, and what are my beliefs? And I began understanding that, and these are true things from years back, I began understanding that even though I wrote a book, I wrote 4 books. When I was done with the book, I like writing the book. It was a goal for me writing the book. But when I was done, if I wanted to create money, well, I had to market the book. I had to put the book out there and find a way to attract people who I could help with that book. But when I began listening to what was going on inside, there was a silent whispering saying, nobody will like your book, Michael. Nobody wants to buy your book. You are an imposter. You don't have anything that can help people. It was a silent whisper. And after I understood, when I began looking inside, I began to understand why it was that I wrote the 4 books, but I didn't really market them. I didn't really sell them because something in the seed told me it's not going to work out. Same thing with the other projects that I did. I tried, I did it. Something I launched, but inside there was this, doesn't work like that. You're not good enough. You cannot help people with what you just did. You're an imposter. People don't want your things. They will laugh at you. There was a silent whisper, not a loud one. Up here, I'm going to be a millionaire. Down here, but you can't do that. You're not good enough. Michael, listen. But that whisper came from deep inside. That was the seed. That was the seed. So up here, I wanted to create the orange. I wanted to manifest abundance, manifest house, relationship. But down here, Michael, it won't work for you. You're not good enough. You can't do this. So what needed to happen for me to change this? Again, it's my experience and I helped a lot of people with it. What needed to happen for me was, first of all, becoming aware of what is going on inside. becoming aware. And let me just pause for a second, because else I'm gonna forget that. If there's something inside of this that resonates with you, if you like this just a little bit, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Then you will see more of all of these things from me, from my insights, from my learnings. And I'm just whatever I'm inspired to, I share that. All right, so please do that. Now, coming back to it, becoming aware, beginning to stop focusing a lot of all of these things out here and begin more to be aware what's going on inside. What is my thinking? What is my mind saying? What are my feelings and emotions? If I say I am going to be a world famous author, but down in here I feel scared, I feel nervous, and that's holding me back from actually doing the things that will help me to become a world famous author. Make sense? So the invitation for you here is to actually just pause and begin understanding what's going on inside. And understanding again by meditating, affirmations, all of these things. If the root, if the seed is I am not good enough, I don't deserve this, I'm not loved, I don't belong here, things like that, deep rooted seeds. If it's in there, well, we can do a lot of things with this one, but we have to get in there and understand that the seeds are different. So becoming aware, and then from my experience, we can take actions and we can see results, so we can help put in new seeds. Also, releasing those emotions around those seeds, so we can actually, from my experience, and that was about relationship after my very, very, very bad relationship that ended so bad that I was actually trying to say goodbye to this world. Well, I had to go in and I had to feel those things, and I had to feel what was it that because that was the thing. I manifested that relationship. I found that woman who was gorgeous on the outside, but was cheating and manipulating and all of these things on the inside. I attracted that. And I know this could maybe sound very, very harsh and very, very whoa for many people, but I do believe that you and we attract exactly what we need. And I wanted to become totally free. So I attracted her. She was just pinning those seeds inside of me that was so afraid of not being loved. I do believe that we attract those things. So when we are up here, okay, this is what I want, but down here, the program is running for something else. And that program is signaling out there and creating your world. I know this is deep, but I don't want to hide anything. I'm just letting it come, sharing it with you here. And I really believe today we can do so many things in the outside world with this one up here and still experience it that okay, I want to manifest abundance. Maybe you know this. I want to manifest abundance, but I manifested a bill I couldn't pay. I want to manifest a new car, but I manifest a rent I couldn't pay. I want to manifest $1 million, but I manifested that again, I don't have money at the end of the month. So if it was only about this one, why are more people not manifesting all of the things that they want? Because of the seeds. So becoming aware, understanding what's going on inside, and beginning working with these things. Beginning actually, maybe one of the first things is actually to I wouldn't say acknowledge, but what's the word for this? To accept the truth that I created those things that I didn't want in my life. Accept the truth of that. And then doing the work inside. So I really hope this helps. This was a little different than some of the other videos, but I saw some videos and I got my own images inside, as I do, and I shared with you because I saw some comments and people were like, yeah, I'm gonna manifest this, a lot of great. And then I also saw people saying, well, I've tried, but it didn't work for me. So again, I hope this helps. It's an invitation to opening up, because I do believe, as I began with and begin the videos with, 2025 is going to be amazing. Amazing for you. If you are willing to opening up, if you're willing to doing the things that will help the universe, help you to create an amazing life. So all of the best for you and lots of love.